Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of What's Up with Matthew Sitz. I'm your host, Matthew Sitz, and we're going to get right to our guest, Court's very own, Court's inaugural research fellow, Gabby Randle-Bent. Gabby, are you there?
I'm here. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. It's a little hot today, but we're doing our best here.
Glisten already going.
You have a great glisten. You look fantastic. And also I love your glasses.
Thank you.
They're
Thank
like the coolest.
It's a person with a big head. Trick is I just buy fancy French oversized sunglasses and then put regular seeing lenses in them.
Nice. Gabby, we're going to get right to it. We're in the middle of a quarantine. And how have you been outside of work? How have you been keeping busy during quarantine?
Well, I'm up in Evanston, and so I've been exploring suburbia on long walks, at least once a day. I've become that person who waves at our neighbors and knows all the dogs' names, and the person who I resented and hated when I moved here a few years ago. I'm fully them. About a month ago, I decided after about 15 seconds of deliberation to cut off all of my hair. So that was fun.
Ah, okay.
Yep. My husband gave me a quarantine haircut. He's never cut any hair in his life, much less a Black woman's hair, but here we are. I like it. A lot of routine baking. I'm the biscuit queen of the Midwest. It's a title that I will see any challengers about.
Ooh, there we have it. The biscuit queen.
All butter biscuits.
Yeah, all butter biscuits. Sign me up.
Yeah. Gabby,
are you watching anything good?
No, I haven't watched anything good. I've watched a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
All of it trash. I think I made it through Netflix's inaugural adventure games show series, Floor is Lava, in about a day. Have you watched Floor is Lava? I
haven't watched Netflix in a long time. I'm still on the Disney Plus and Marvel kick.
Oh, that's real. So Floor is Lava is exactly what it sounds like. It's the game from childhood where you have to hop around on furniture and not touch the ground, except for they've actually replaced the floor with red bubbly goo. And people, it's not American Ninja Warrior. People, just regular people, come and hop around on furniture.
That sounds like a blast.
And there's a really corny announcer, and everyone's just bouncing off of stuff, and when they fall into the lava they pretend they don't ever come out, and the prize is $10,000 in a lava lamp.
Of course, a lava lamp.
It's as kitsch as you can get, and it's really satisfying. It really passes.
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
Gabby, at Court specifically, you're our inaugural research fellow. What does that entail? What do you do?
So part of the goal of this role is to kind of pilot a relationship between theater academics and theater researchers and theater practitioners at the University of Chicago. And so there was an impulse that was spurred sort of by the structure of the Oedipus trilogy, that Charlie was interested in having me dramaturg all three of those shows as as sort of the constant across all three of the shows. And basically my advisor was no more outside gigs, write your dissertation, finish your PhD. And so I had not planned on getting an outside fellowship, but part of the draw of working with Court was that I was going to be able to write about my experience dramaturging in my research dissertation.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
You married the two together.
I married the two, and it's this amazing outcome where I get to be an artist and a scholar, and I don't necessarily have to take off either hat. It's the sort of the work of praxis, which is theory and practice together, that actually leads to, I think, scholarly accountability and also artistic invention, which is really exciting. And so it meant that I got to work on 2 of the 3 shows. I still am working on Gospel, I'm working on Antigone, but it's a little bit different than we thought it was going to be.
Right.
But I'm also in conversation with Angel and Charlie a couple times a week, and in an advisory role, and like learning a lot about the ins and outs of the institution. I also taught a theater and performance studies class at UChicago this spring. I taught it remotely. So this is what my students saw every week. And I also did a big project last fall with the Office of Community Engagement called the Civic Actor Studio, where we did some community engaged work with civic leaders on the South Side, giving them an opportunity to reflect on their work and models of leadership by using sort of the text of Antigone in like this very intense workshopping model. That was really transformative and really cool for all of us. I did that with Charlie and Harry Davis, who's a part of who is the Booth School in my mind.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I think a lot of viewers will find that fascinating. I find that fascinating because everybody sees titles and they're like, so what does that mean? What do you do?
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of this. So thank you for sharing. I learned a lot. I will text you many questions after this episode and be like, ooh, so what did you mean by? No, I'm just kidding. And then, folks, I think we're going to bring up a little special announcement, #winkface. Folks, we talked about this before we started filming this, and Gabby, I don't know who wants to share it first, me or you. Gabby, do you have anything you want to share with anybody?
I do. I guess this is my first internet announcement.
Oh,
because of my prescient boycott of Facebook. I am also, in addition to all of those many things, I am also 8, almost 9 months pregnant.
Oh, pew, 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 pew.
Yay,
oh my.
yay.
So happy for you. Congratulations. How you doing so far?
So as I always find myself quoting my dad, which is what he does. He quotes his dad, and it makes me feel really old. But like the man who jumped from the 100-story building as he passed the 50th story, so far so good. So far so good.
I mean, that's got to be incredibly challenging during this quarantine, during the pandemic.
I mean, absolutely. Like we are in the midst of a global pandemic. We are in a moment of amazing and necessary, but also unbelievably difficult reckoning with our racist, white supremacist identity as a country.
Mm-hmm.
And and also like we had a trip to Belize planned, like literally like on the most micro levels, and then on the most macro levels, there are like so many things that did not go as expected.
Right.
But what I do have to be grateful for is I first have like the most amazing partner who's so loving and caring, and has done most of the laundry and learned how to be really good at grocery shopping, even though this isn't the country that he's from, and learning a different shopping system is really hard. He's really good at getting all the specific things I need. And turns out for a pregnancy, especially for like a second and into the third trimester,
Mhm.
if all you can do is kind of sit around all day and then take a long walk,
Yeah.
it's like doctors think that's pretty okay. So I've gotten a lot of rest, if not emotionally or psychologically, at least
Mm.
physically, which is good. And the baby is super healthy, and he
Good.
hicks and hiccups, and
Oh.
we have conversations.
Aw.
And the other day, he really likes Tiny Dancer, which I think is funny. He doesn't have great taste.
Well, now we know what kind of music Gabby likes or doesn't like.
Yeah. It was just, he heard all of the Elton John selection and during his discography in that film, and Tiny Dancer was the one he chose to start grooving to.
Love it. Well, thank you for sharing. Congratulations. And no wonder you're glistening. Thank you so much. Great. Well, Gabby, let's get down to business and let's play some games.
Games. I'm ready.
You ready? All right. Folks, this first game is called Picture This. Gabby, we're going to ask you to share your screen, share the whiteboard, and we're going to give you 3 secret prompts to draw. Each one you get a minute to draw. And Brent, our producer, will give you those in a private chat. And you have, like I said, 1 minute to draw them and get me to guess what they are. And the category for today's episode of Picture This is animals.
Animals. Okay.
So let me know when you get the first one, and I will start the clock.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And the clock starts now. It's a cat. No, it's a shark. It's a bird. It's a dove. It's a pterodactyl. It's what? Is it some sort of flying object?
No.
No. It's a zebra. It's a tiger. It's a sharkfish. It's a shark.
Close.
It's Jaws. It's 30 seconds left. It's a dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a dolphin. Woo! I was about to draw the echolocation. I felt.
Oh, just yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And if you could do sound effects, you'd be like.
I felt like
All right.
if I gave the rainbow was next, I was going to give you some Lisa Frank vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Well, Gabby, you get a point.
Yay!
Woo. All right. Here we go. And you got the next one?
Have the next one.
All right. Here we go. And the clock starts now.
Okay.
I forgot to remember these are animals.
Yep.
That is a whale. That is a turtle. That's a turtle. No, it's not a turtle. It's an animal. Oh, it's a porcupine. Yes. Yes. Nice job. You got 2 points.
Yay, me.
Nice. Woo.
Oh no. Okay.
All right. You got the third one?
Yes, I do. Yes. Oh, okay, great. This
All right.
animal happens to be my personal nemesis. So I'm gonna
Okay.
try to make it look not too much like a villain.
Okay. And the clock starts now. It's a leopard. It's a lion. It's got a tail. It's a bunny rabbit. It's a bat. It's a bird. Is it flying? It's a chipmunk. It's a squirrel.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a little acorn?
Yeah.
That's a good acorn.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Gabby, you just got 3 points out of 3 points.
Woohoo!
Nice
We're
job.
squirrels.
Nice.
They're not our friends.
Yeah. They're they can be a nuisance, that's for sure. This is the last game of the episode. It's the Wheel of Wonder. All right, folks. So there you have it. Gabby, have you seen our game before?
I have.
Perfect. So just for the viewers that are first time tuning in, I'm going to spin this wheel behind me, And there are certain things that you have to do in those envelopes. Whichever it lands on, you've got to do.
Great. Do I need to get doctor approval beforehand? Could I have talked to
Yes. Yes, I need a doctor's note. All right, here we go, folks. Right, there it is. We're going to leave that in there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This might look like a new one. Oh, this is fun. This is called Show and Tell.
Okay.
So now you have to find something, any something in your home, and you have to show and tell us about it.
Okay. There's actually something really great that's right here. It's almost like I knew it, but I didn't. I promise.
No. Oh, the little teddy bear?
Yep. So this is Bear.
Hi, Bear.
He is my oldest toy. I remember distinctly getting him when I was like 5 or 6.
Whoa.
And thinking, oh man, my mom's friend gave him to me, and I was like, I'm a little bit too old for teddy bears, but I like him. And then I slept with him almost every night of the rest of my life.
Oh.
He used to have a fuzzy nose. It's now just the plastic.
Yep.
And old pictures, he's like very white and very fluffy. And even though he's been washed a few times, he's matted. And his bow tie used to be velvet. It is now just sort of like plastic. But he has been, we nicknamed the baby Critter because the first time the night I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a critter inside of me. And so he has been sort of showing the new toys the ropes, and he's been helping them figure out how to be good companion toys. But the reason he's out is that last night I got a Amazon package from my aunt, which was like one of those wrap baby carrier things.
Oh, sure.
Like a long piece of fabric, and so Bear was the guinea pig.
Nice.
For that. So there are pictures of both my husband and I with Bear strapped to us.
Oh.
So Bear is still a very helpful friend. He's still the best friend. And he's going to be a really good grand toy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and yeah, you can give them to your little baby when they get older. And yeah. That's fantastic.
So that was Bear.
Well, hi, Bear. Thanks for sharing your show and tell with us, Gabby. And well, folks, that's our episode. But before we let Gabby go, like we always like to ask our guests, Gabby, is there anything you want to share with the viewers at home or that are watching this episode?
Just stay cool out there. It's going to be a scorcher.
Yeah. In the world and today.
that is my advice for today. That is my advice for the year. That's my advice for our generation.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Gabby, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Matthew Sitz, signing off with Gabby Randle-Bent. Thank you, everybody.